Most people believe that if they're sweating, breathing hard, and pushing themselves, they must be getting a great workout. But what if all that effort isn't actually giving you the results you're looking for? What if the key to improving your heart, burning fat, and building real endurance isn't about going harder, but about going smarter? And if you stay with me for the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to find your ideal training zone. So every step you take, every minute you exercise, actually works for you, not against you. After 32 years of treating patients, I've seen this pattern over and over again. People are putting in the effort, they're trying to do the right thing, but they're missing one critical piece. They're not training their heart with intention. And that's where understanding your target heart rate changes everything. Your target heart rate is the range your heart should be working in during exercise to achieve specific results, whether that's improving your cardiovascular health, increasing endurance, or burning fat more efficiently. Now, most people have heard of the basic formula, 220 minus your age. And while that gives you a general idea of your maximum heart rate, it doesn't tell you how your body actually responds to exercise. It's too broad. It doesn't account for your individual fitness level. That's why I want to introduce you to a much more accurate method, the Karvonen Formula. This approach takes into account your resting heart rate, which gives us a clearer picture of how conditioned your cardiovascular system really is. Here's how it works. First, you take 220 minus your age to estimate your maximum heart rate. Then, you subtract your resting heart rate. This gives you what's called your heart rate reserve, essentially the range your heart can work within during exercise. From there, you multiply that number by your desired intensity level, and then you add your resting heart rate back in. Now, I know that might sound a little technical, so let me walk you through a simple example. Let's say you're 60 years old. 220 minus 60 gives you a maximum heart rate of 160 beats per minute. Now let's say your resting heart rate is 70. 160 minus 70 gives you a heart rate reserve of 90. If you want to exercise at 60% intensity, which is a great starting point for most people, you multiply 90 by 0.6. That gives you 54. Then you add your resting heart rate back in. 54 plus 70 equals 124 beats per minute. That becomes your target heart rate for moderate exercise. Now this is where it really starts to come together. Exercise isn't just about moving, it's about how you move, and more importantly, how your body responds to that movement. That's where the 5 heart rate zones come into play. Each zone represents a different level of intensity, and each one produces a different effect on your body. Zone 1 is very light activity. This is where you're just getting started, great for warm-ups, recovery, or if you're new to exercise. Zone 2 is where things get really interesting, and for most of you watching, this is the zone that matters the most. This is your moderate intensity range. You're breathing a little heavier, but you can still carry on a conversation. And this is where your body becomes incredibly efficient. You improve your cardiovascular system. You increase your ability to burn fat. You build endurance. And you do it in a way that's sustainable and safe. Zone 2 is the foundation of long-term health. Zone 3 is where the intensity starts to increase. You're working harder now, improving your aerobic capacity, but it becomes more demanding. Zone 4 pushes you even further. Breathing becomes more labored and you're approaching your limits. And Zone 5, that's maximum effort. Short bursts only. For most people, especially over 50, this isn't where you need to spend much time. The real magic happens in Zone 2. And this is where most people get it wrong. They think they need to push harder, sweat more, exhaust themselves to see results. But in reality, the greatest benefits often come from training at the right intensity, not the highest intensity. You should feel like you're working, but still in control. You're moving with purpose. You're breathing with rhythm. And your body is adapting in the way it was designed to. When you train in this zone consistently, your heart becomes more efficient. Your body becomes stronger. Your energy improves. And over time, your endurance builds in a way that feels natural, not forced. And that's the goal. This isn't about pushing your body to its limits every day. It's about understanding your body and working with it. Because when you train your heart the right way, everything else begins to follow. Your strength improves. Your mobility improves. Your confidence improves. And you start to feel like your body is working for you again. So if you're just getting started, or even if you've been exercising for years, I want you to take this one step. Find your target heart rate. Pay attention to how your body feels. And begin training with intention. Because the difference between guessing and knowing is everything. And once you understand this, exercise stops being a chore and starts becoming a tool. A tool to build strength. A tool to improve your health. A tool to extend your quality of life. So start today. Not by doing more, but by doing it right. Because when you train your heart with purpose, you don't just improve your workout, you improve your life. Doctor's Wellness Works has produced multiple exercise videos to help you capitalize your workouts for maximum benefit in the shortest period of time. Please watch other videos on this subject and subscribe to our channel if you would like to be notified when we release a new video. Thank you for following, and please let me know in the comments section if there are any health-related topics you would like us to cover.